Today's gonna be a really fun vlog. Just looking at like my overall November word count. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome or welcome back. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Sarah Jane and I make content about reading and writing and life in DC. So if that interests you, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe because it really helps support my channel. Today's gonna be a really fun vlog because there's a lot going on. First of all, happy Saturday. I am back from my parents' house. So if you guys watched my last vlog, you will see that I went down to South Carolina and it was really nice to see my parents and my folks. But now it's also really nice to be back. I'm one of those people who I really make my home my sanctuary and I love being home. So today's a fun vlog because we are taking down the Thanksgiving fall decor and we're putting up Christmas decor. We're going Christmas tree shopping because I'm a big advocate for buying real Christmas trees. So we're gonna go to the nursery and go pick one of those. I really enjoy actually going to Christmas tree farms, but when I first moved here, I quickly realized that the Christmas tree farms actually just send all of their nice Christmas trees to the nursery, so it's just easier to go to the nursery because that's where all the good ones are. We're going to do just lots of fun holiday stuff, and then mixed with that, we're also going to do some writing. It's just going to be a collection of all the things that I love. Reading, writing, Christmas, all of the things. So let's get into it.
Dear Santa, tell me that you'll make it here in time. Yeah, this boy is on my mind. The number one thing on my wish list. Oh, Santa, tell me you know that I've been good. I put the lights up just for you. You're the only one who can make my dreams come true. I could see the end until he looked my way. I used to be blue, now I'm brand new, all wrapped up in red. I keep on dreaming of his face. He just melts my heart away. I'm all glittery 'cause he makes it feel like Christmas every day. Now the winter's here to stay. All I want is his embrace. Maybe it's crazy, but he makes it feel like Christmas every day. Dear Santa, hurry through this sparkly winter night. He started with Christmas tree with every dream.
Oh my goodness, it is so cold outside. Trey is in the house putting the lights on the tree, and while he's doing that, I am gonna go run a couple errands. I need to go to the post office. I need to go look for a new wreath. Last Christmas, one of the workers who like cuts the grass in the community accidentally like hit a rock and it flew at our door and like shattered the door and also just ruined the wreath that I've had for most of my life. So I need to go buy a new wreath and get things for dinner. So I'm just running around town just for a little bit. I'm currently listening to Hera on audiobooks, which is perfect because this is also a Greek mythological fiction book. So as I write my own book, I kind of am just really interested in seeing how this author wrote her book, which is also obviously Greek mythological fiction. Hello everyone, and I'm back home, and we got the lights on the tree, but can't find the hooks to hang up any of the ornaments, so there's no ornaments actually on the tree. The house is a disaster. There's boxes literally everywhere that we have yet to unpack. I did get some of my Christmas village up, so at least that happened. We had a nice dinner. I made some soup, and now I'm just kind of chilling. I am going to work on my story for a little bit. I wrote for a little bit this morning. It wasn't quite an hour, maybe like 30 minutes. And so now I would just want to get a little bit written tonight. It's currently 10 o'clock, so it's past normally what time I actually start writing. But before I get started, I wanted to show you, I got new keys for my keyboard. They're like a really pretty cream color. I like them. I feel like they're definitely my vibe. I've talked about in previous videos how I am trying to spruce up my desk a little bit, and we are currently working on that. So anywho, let's go ahead and dive in to our work in progress. So right now I am working on Project Crown. Project Crown is my Greek mythological fiction novel about the Amazons. I am about halfway through draft 2 right now. I'm currently working on draft 3. Draft 3 definitely has some of its challenges because when I went back and did my review of draft 1, there was definitely quite a bit of developmental edits that I wanted to implement, and I think a lot of those are going to be kind of like a puzzle piece in draft 3 where things just need to kind of come together. So that's what we're working with tonight. Hello everyone. So it is almost 11 o'clock, so I'm at a good stopping point. I am tired, so it's time to go to bed, but I wrote 3,166 words, which means I am finishing my word count at 56,618, and that means that that's also my final word count for the month of November, which is crazy. Like when I look back on my word counts from 2023 when I was going through my first draft, I never hit that many words in 1 month. Like my average was definitely about 10,000 words. I got up to 16,000 near the end of there, but never once did I ever hit 56,000. And I do think a large part of that has to do with the fact that this isn't like a complete rewrite, and I'm not starting over from scratch. Like my first draft was honestly pretty good. It's just a lot of cleanup and development. So I think that allowed me to keep using a lot of the original words that I had written. But I'm really, really happy with my progress. And like looking at like my overall November word count, I mean, my average was probably hitting around 3,000 words a day when I look at how much I wrote. And that was never in one session. That was another thing that I changed up. As I used to during draft 1, just have one session and it was at night. And in draft 2, I've started writing multiple times a day. So like in the morning, afternoon, lunch. And they're like different time periods. Sometimes they're sprints, sometimes they're long sessions, but regardless, there's hardly any times where I just wrote one time a day. And so that's a really big difference from draft 2 and draft 1. But yeah, just taking a second to reflect on everything in November. It was a crazy month. I mean, if you guys watched my last vlog, I talked about how, kind of did NaNoWriMo without meaning to, but really happy with how that turned out. And I'm really just happy with the way I pushed myself in the month of November. It was a great writing month for me. It's probably the best one I've ever had. It is the best one I've ever had. So I will take time to reflect on that tonight. And then I'll probably talk to you guys tomorrow about what my December goals are. I have a couple of them, but I think I want to sleep on them before talking about them. But anywho, tomorrow is Sunday and have lots of things planned. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Hello friends, it is 5:00 p.m. I have spent most of today finished decorating the Christmas tree, which is now done, and I think it's so cute. I added a little bit of tinsel this year. I've seen some people doing that on TikTok, and I thought it looked really cute. So my formula for a Christmas tree is I love a real Christmas tree, and I love to usually use like neutral ornaments, so like greens and golds and silvers. I've had that same star ever since I moved out on my own in 2015, and that's just kind of traveled with me to Kansas, New York, this area. So anyways, that's a sweet star. So anyways, I spent the whole day decorating for Christmas, the tree, the rest of the ornaments, I put up my little Christmas village, which, random fact, I did not grow up with a Christmas village and I did not know what they were. And then I came across like Christmas villages at a thrift shop and for like $8, and it was like Department 56, and I showed my husband and he was like, that thing retails for like $100. And now I'm obsessed with them. I'm obsessed with finding them at thrift stores if I can get my hands on one. So anyways, I've set up a little Christmas village, and now I'm kind of just chilling for a minute. We're going to do a little bit of writing, but before we get into that, I wanted to just share the 3 books that just came in from Amazon. So if you've been on this channel, you know, I'm a reader. I love to read, and I think it's great if you're writing that you also read, because I think it just really helps if you're, you know, absorbing the thing that you're doing. So I was like, I want a couple Christmas books to read this year. So I watched a bunch of YouTubers and their recommendations, and there were essentially 3 that I decided I wanted to pick up. Either I've already read, like I need a Christmas book that isn't just about romance. I am someone who personally, I like romance to be a subplot, not necessarily the primary plot. That isn't really very popular within Christmas time books. Like there's one book, Rock, Paper, Scissors, that I think did it really well, where it was the primary part of the plot, but it wasn't just about romance. Anyways, that book was a thriller. So I did pick up 3 that I thought I would like. The first one is 'Tis the Season for Revenge by Morgan Freeman. So first of all, this cover is so cute. So obviously I haven't read the book yet, but from what I believe is we're following Abby, who is dating her boyfriend Richard, and he breaks up with her at Halloween, even though this whole time he told her he's going to bring her to his holiday party at work. And so as an act of revenge, she starts dating his boss and convinces him to take him to their Christmas party as his date so that she can one-up her ex. This sounds like it's going to be hilarious. So I'm looking forward to this. Next up, I picked up One Day in December. This looked really cute. Essentially, the premise of this story is that this girl named Lori is sitting on a bus, and through the window, she sees another guy. They apparently make really strong visual eye contact, and she thinks that they are meant to be, and she spends time looking for him. And then eventually, the next year, she goes to her friend's party, and she gets introduced to that guy, and it's her boyfriend. So they spend the next 10 years I guess yearning for one another. I'm not exactly sure. So many people though have recommended this book. Every single video that I watched, book recommendations, recommended this book. So it's also part of the Reese Books Club. So I feel like there has to be something there for this to be so highly recommended. And the last book I picked up was The Plight Before Christmas. This is cute. So this one, I don't know too much of what it's about. So I believe a family goes on their annual holiday vacation. They bring this other family, and then I don't know much else besides that. This though was specifically on Larry's recommendations, which if you guys watch Larry, I mean, she's hilarious. I love watching her. But then 2, she has pretty good taste in books. So she was the only one that mentioned this one of the videos that I watched, but she was so emphatic that if you didn't buy any other book from her list or read any other book from her list, it needed to be this book. So that was enough of a recommendation for me to pick it up. I think I'm probably going to start with the Season for Revenge, because I just feel like that's going to be funny, and so many people did talk really well about it. And then after that, I'll decide. So anyways, I just wanted to mention the books that I plan on reading for this holiday season, in case, somebody else needs a book to read. With that being said, let's move on to the writing portion of this vlog. So I'm going to do a little sprint. I don't know exactly how long, just for a little bit. I want to get just a couple words in. Husband and I need to go to the grocery store and pick up stuff for dinner tonight. And then we need to meal prep for the week, because it is back to the grind, which makes me a little bit sad. I really enjoyed taking the last couple days off. Not even the last couple days. I just took Friday off. But I think being at my parents' home last week was a nice break, even though I still was working. Just like the nice change of scenery was really nice. So anyways, we're back to the grind starting tomorrow. So just going to get a couple words in to today. And then I think later on tonight, I think I'm going to share what my December goals are for writing. Hello friends, it is now 9:30 at night. Had dinner, went to the grocery store, watched the new Netflix movie that had Chad Michael Murray in it. Honestly, of the new Netflix movies, that one's probably my least favorite so far. I really liked, what were the two I liked? I liked Meet Me Next Christmas and Our Little Secret with Lindsay Lohan. This one just didn't really do it for me, but some people liked it. So I sat down and I wrote for a little bit, and I probably wrote the least amount that I've written in the last 30 days. And honestly, a lot of that has to do with me just trying to get the house ready for Christmas. As you guys saw on this video, lots of moving pieces. We got everything packed up for fall, got everything put out for Christmas. And got all the Christmas cards addressed, and I will get those out into the mail later this week. So in doing all of that, I obviously just didn't have as much time to write, which leads me to what I wanted to talk to next, which was kind of how I see December playing out for my writing. November was such an amazing writing month for me, and I am so happy that I was able to dedicate so much time to writing. I mean, I got over 56,000 words, which was insane for me. I've never written that much in one month ever. But with that being said, I don't think December is going to be as good of a writing month, and I don't plan on changing that or trying to have a high word count. I just plan on writing as I can because this is such a time to spend with loved ones and friends and family, and I want to cherish that time. So as much as I love writing, it's not going to be the forefront of what I'm doing. I have a ton of plans this month with friends, and I want to enjoy that time and not be stressed about hitting some sort of word count. So with that being said, it's going to be a slower writing month, but I think it'll still be like really cozy when I do write because of the season. So there will still be writing content. I just don't think I'm going to have an absurdly large word count. And with that being said, if you guys watched my video that I put up about my writing goals over the next couple months, I had this goal of finishing draft 2 by the end of November and getting it out to beta readers in December, and I just don't think that's going to happen. My original draft 1 manuscript finished at 97,897 words. So 97,000 words. I'm currently nowhere near that. I'm at like 57,000, so there's still a solid 4,000 words to be written, and I've already been adding more scenes anyways, so the final word count is going to be even longer than that. On top of that, I'm going to be writing less this month, so I just don't think I'm going to finish draft 2 and get it out to beta readers in the amount of time that I wanted to. I might still be able to get it out to beta readers, but I don't think have all of draft 2 done by the end of December. We'll see. It could happen, but I just don't, it's not like my goal, which is funny just because I said that in that video, and then here I am. Nope, that's not going to happen. That was quite ambitious of me. Anyways, just thought I'd be honest with myself and with you guys of how my goals have changed on that. But with that being said, today I did write 1,178 words. That was over 2 writing sessions, and I finished my final word count at 57,796 words. So we are still just trucking along. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe because it really does help support my channel, and I will see you guys in another one. Bye.